Welcome back, everybody, to more Let's Play Long Live the Queen, as I continue to go there and back again, A Princess's Tale, and write my stories in a book, and pad it out to an unnecessarily long 3 movies. Oh, sorry, did I say that? Okay, I promise that's the last of the stupid jokes you're gonna get. No, actually it's not. I'm still gonna make stupid jokes, because that's what I do. So we're on week 10, and I had to save the game, pause the recording here, but we're going to continue on. Let me see, what do I do next, actually? Okay, good. Okay, so today we're going to, once again, switch up to agility. Agility. Use agility, Elodie. Elodie, speed increased. Reflexes, I believe. You practice with a jump rope to increase the speed of your footwork. You practice solo tennis, hitting a ball against the wall repeatedly in order to train your hand and your eye to react. You practice running at a high speed back and forth over a small area, making quick turns and changing in direction. You may now play sports on the weekend. The representative from Ixion is here. Be careful. No one wants to give up the prizes they have won. You have the full support of my sister and myself, Your Highness. Let's get this over with. Oh, this is Brynn. She's the Duchess of Hellas. And as it's now known, like the Duchess of Ursul's, she prefers the company of women. And you can actually kind of get Brynn to woo you. That's another route you can do, actually. It's pretty fun. There's a lot of fun ways to play through this game and find different stories. That's what's great about point-and-click adventures like this. I don't know if you'd call this a hardcore point-and-click adventure like, old LucasArts games or anything, but hey, you're pointing, you're clicking, it's a point-and-click adventure. I'm sure Drac2326 is gonna have words with me now. Your Royal Highness, thank you for granting me this audience. I'm sure we can come to amicable agreement. Let bygones be bygones. No, we will forget about your unprovoked attacks on us, and you will transfer the rights to this little province. I don't know why I suddenly went into an accent. I won't do it anymore, I promise. Foreign affairs failed. So many fails. We can be good neighbors again without any lives being lost. So you can surrender the province, but that's gonna lower your nobility approval, of course. You can offer money, and because we've been studying economics all this time, economics. Okay, I really gotta stop doing Liam Neeson, I swear. You can negotiate a sort of a trade deal, not trade, I guess. You can just offer him money, you can pay him off. You can bluff, intimidate, but if you haven't studied any public speaking or presence or royal demeanor courses, you won't get very far. Of course, you could have him executed, and that's what you want to do if you want to do the cruelty route. But if you execute him, you're going to war. So we're actually going to offer him money. That is not acceptable. All the land north of the river belongs to us. We're willing to offer some payment in exchange for the inconvenience you've suffered, but nothing more. I believe we could settle this matter for 8,000 golden lassie. That's more than all of Marie pays in taxes in a year. That's far too much. And if you agree, you can't agree again. And like I said, if you haven't studied economics, you can still offer to pay him off, but he's still going to charge you an arm and a leg for it. But because we've studied our economics, we've studied how to be a good accountant, we're going to make a counteroffer. You and I both know that's more than the land is worth. 4,000 lassies more than generous. 50,000, no less. Star Wars. Okay, sorry. I get a little ADD, I know. Then we accept your generosity. At least that's over with. Okay, where are we at? We're in week 11. I should really keep track of what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to... Well, let me see what we're going to do. We're going to study reflexes. Yes. Oh, wait. That's next course. I'm getting ahead of myself here. We're going to visit the tomb again. So we're going to study dance and reflexes, I believe. Yes, we're going to study dance and reflexes. Dance and reflexes. You practice tennis against multiple opponents, learning to judge at a glance when the ball is too far away to reach it in time. Your reflexes is 50. Now we're studying dance. You practice curtsying, standing, and walking across the floor in a graceful manner. There are reports that a Keithon has been sighted leaving the old forest. What's a Keithon? A beast with a body of an enormous golden cat, sharp beak, and spikes on its back. Eek! Several disappearances in southern Coloris have already thought to be the work of this creature. What do we do? Send hunters? Traditional policy on stray beasts is to hope that they return to the forest and stay there. Hunters are no match for such creatures. You would only make it angry and waste more lives. So we just let it eat people. Everyone dies in the end. Yeah, real comforting. You suck as a father. I know it's truth, but sometimes it's just like, find a way to be a little more tactful with your poor depressed daughter who's getting over the death of her mother. Also, there's a letter for you. Tolerus, the Duke of Sedna, will be arriving next week for an official visit. So, it looks like we're going to visit the tomb, I think. No, we're going to actually play with toys. You spend the weekend holed up alone in your room with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better. But we're still very afraid. We're very frightened right now. Dance, and we're going to go finally take our faith courses. Lore. You practice walking on the arm of a partner, following their cues to pause and turn while keeping your eyes closed. You practice different partner dance positions, closely held at a distance, and non-contact, and the appropriate hand placement for each. Only a lumen can channel magic, and only with the help of an attuned crystal. Sorry, mate. The ability to control a crystal seems to be inherited, so crystals can be passed from parent to child upon the lumen's death. Ah, your highness, what a pleasure it is to meet you in person at last. Your description did not do you justice. I don't know how to deal with handsome older men paying me compliments. I was so pleased to hear that you had accepted my humble offering, a jewel for a jewel, but you are more precious. I hope this is only the beginning of a mutually beneficial relationship. A union between us would bring stability to both our peoples. He really does want to marry me. So, you can accept his offer, but with the route I'm going, I mean, you could still do this route, and accept his offer, but I'm actually gonna go for a little extra with this, because not only we're going to do the Enchanted Forest, we're going to win the heart and affection of our dear companion, which you'll find out soon enough when we get there. So we're gonna politely decline. I need to let him down gently. I am not marrying you. I'm only 14. That may not have been gentle. I see. I regret the misunderstanding. Ouch. Poor guy. Once again, we're gonna go visit the tomb. We're just like really making ourselves even worse, aren't we? No, you really want to do this because this is what's gonna help you. Had to go check the guide for a moment. We're actually gonna double down on our lore here, because that's also important. The kings and queens of Nova have all been lumens for centuries, but in modern times, magic is only used for ceremonial occasions and the direst of emergencies. Long ago, in a galaxy far away, the continent of Borealis, was ruled over by a single witch king until the rival line of lumens challenged for the crown. The resulting war went on for 100 years with powerful spells that damaged the land so badly, even now, no plants will grow. Legend has it that long ago, a horde of Yeveni, I guess, on the back of tentacled monsters, rode into the Valley of Mead, laying waste to all in their path. Their conquest was only halted when a Lumen raised the Great Flood to drown the invaders. I'm gonna tell you right now, yeah, there are tentacles in this game, but it's not like the usual pervy kind we joke about when it comes to hentai anime or something. Or HE anime now, I guess. Even HE now has tentacles. You requested to stand in judgment of a woman that's been convicted of attempted murder and requests the mercy of a crown. This is Kevon, Earl of Io. His mother is Aris, Duchess of Lila. Father is Nalian, Duke of Mead, deceased. Sister is Corsande. You'll never see any of these people, by the way. Duchess of Mead. Sister Charmian, Duchess of Consort of Kegel. Has several younger half-siblings. Your Highness, the Slayeryn dares to beg pardon when she admits she tried to poison my sister under her own roof. Which sister? Corsande, the Duchess of Mead. Is she alright? She is unharmed. We caught the culprit in the kitchens before anyone could eat her foul spew. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? It's justice. It's justice, it is. Them devils killed me brother and broke me mum's heart. Lied to her, they did. When she went to sea, why'd they not come back? Said he'd gone for a soldier when he never would. Oh, I know, I've said I wouldn't do more accents, but here I am doing it. You weren't the only one neither. I waited 10 years for my chance to get my own back. That's justice. You see, she's completely unrepentant. Hang her and be done with it. This might have something to do with the last Duke of Mead. He was involved in all sorts of scandals. So you can put her to work, imprison her, execute her. Again, if you want the cruelty factor, do that. We're actually going to ask the Earl of O about her story. I need to know if she has any justification for her action. Did the old Duke kill her brother? Are you accusing my family? I'm asking what happened. The honor of our line is far greater than the one of that wet-bottomed child who sits up the throne. What? Without warning, the Earl of O draws a dagger and slices the convict's throat. No one harms my family. No one. Am I sure this was right? He throws blood-stained blade on the floor and walks away. Oh! That's all you can say is, oh, not sees him. So I think we're actually going to play sports. You take her to the court for a few games of tennis. Feel the thrill of competition. Realized I skipped to the wrong thing. Unfortunately, if you don't follow these guides to a T, it can really throw you off. So I'm playing it really safe and following the guide. So what we want to do is visit the tomb again. Okay, let's see. Now we're on week 14 and we want to study meditation and divination. Well, I guess it doesn't matter which order it is, but I'm just going to do that. Maybe I would have been okay, because I thought maybe my mood was still going to be afraid, but it's depressed now. As you're walking one day in the gardens, you hear a strange sound. Look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons. That's funny. I thought owls were nocturnal. I guess I was wrong. When you return to the castle, you see your father's waiting for you. There's this woman here to see you. She wishes crowdfunding for a project. Thank you for seeing me, your royal highness. I come to you on behalf of the people. I wish to build a hospital where any citizen afflicted with disease can be brought for treatment. Putting all the sick people together, wouldn't that make them die even faster? We're not interested. Yeah, unfortunately, if you don't know shit, well, you don't know shit. Now we're going to actually play sports. You close your eyes and relax, letting every muscle of your body, turn, letting that field travel down through you from your head to your fingertips and toes. Dropping your favorite plate is bad luck. A statue spontaneously shattering is a bad omen. You've unlocked a new outfit. Remember, the Festival of the Good Lady is approaching. There will be a public celebration for the commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility. A grand ball. There will be dancing. As queen, you're expected to lead the procession and take part in the ceremonial planting, possibly give a speech. However, since you are not crowned, it is not required, and it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean, not safe? Outside of the castle, you're less well protected. If anyone means you harm, think on it now, decide later. Word has come from the factory for the books that you funded. They've assembled enough equipment to begin printing test pamphlets. As the royal sponsor, it is your right to decide the content of the first printing. It looks like we're going to go with religious doctrine. We should take this opportunity to celebrate our devotion to the gods, especially the Good Lady. The temples will be pleased by your piety. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Briony. I went to school with her. But she's a couple years older than me. Her mother's the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently her uncle Kevon is absolutely furious about that woman's trial. She's bored and looking for adventure. Well, I don't have anything to suggest to her. Not yet, anyway. So we're actually going to play sports again. And we're going to actually... it doesn't say put on the priestess robes, but... so maybe I won't. Let me check. I can't imagine it'll actually hurt, so I'm going to actually put on the priestess robes. So we're actually going to study lore, and then medicine, herbs again. Legend says that an island domain of Malini was once a single island instead of a cluster until an invading Novan queen raised a terrible pillar of fire, shattering the land into pieces. At the height of the Novan Empire, all major dukes and duchesses were lumens, and they conquered their enemies with beams of light and terrible summoned monsters. Those monsters eventually broke loose, killing their captors and destroying the old capital on Cathray Lake. The resulting chaos shook the empire. You learn that willow bark can be used to relieve aches and fevers. Today is the procession and the planting of the Festival of the Good Lady. Will you be leading the parade? If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. The people will recover from disappointment. If we lose you, there is no recovery. I will lead the parade and make a speech. I don't know why. I'm not afraid. I'm going to be the best parade leader ever. My little girl. You prepare your best gown for the occasion, then walk slowly through the town with your attendants. It would not be appropriate for you to wear a sword, but you walk with a sturdy golden scepter that's taller than you are. At the end of the route, you help the priestesses turn over the earth for a new tree to be planted. After the blessings are read, you hold up your hands and call for silence so you can speak. Unfortunately, all the words you'd planned go out of your head when you're faced with the moment. I hate when that happens. You manage a few polite sayings about the meaning of the holidays and thank everyone for attending, and then turn away, your cheeks red. The procession regroups to return to the castle. And it looks like this time we're going to attend court. Okay, so we're still going to be studying our medicine. Time to study our medicine. Yep, herbs. You learn that feverfew can be used to reduce tension and headaches. You learn that oil of cloves rubbed on the skin can relieve pain, particularly in teeth. Are you ready for the grand ball? All the nobles in the domain are here to see you and see their queen. Ugh. You finish dressing and descend the stairs to make a grand entrance. All around, the rich and powerful pause in their activities to gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. And the bracelets too. Seeing yourself reflected in so many eyes makes you want to run away and hide. At that moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they've seen you all hesitate. I screwed that up, didn't I? Oh well. Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs. He offers you in his arm. The first dance is for us. He guides you gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but look in his eyes is so sad. After this, you must choose your own partner. There are a number of men who would hope to catch your eye. The Duke of Kygel alone has brought 3 eligible sons, all near your age. Look around the room, all your possible partners, which is to say, everyone. No one may begin dancing until you do. You can pick whomever you want. You will not be denied. Ooh, we're gonna actually pick someone scandalous. You don't want everyone assuming whoever you pick is your first intended marriage partner, so want to make your choice as ridiculous as possible. With that in mind, you approach the Duchess of Ursel. You admit to yourself you were hoping such an outrageous act would cause her to lose some of her composure, but she remains unfurled. At least the chorus of shocked whispers around you is taking your place on the floor is gratifying. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father. You knew him. You knew his steps like a part of you. Now every move is a mystery. All that dance and I still failed. Unfortunately, you lose track of which steps you were supposed to win and you trip over your own feet. Oops. Between dances, there's time for the guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bites of exquisite food. During a lull in the music, Banyan, the Duke of Murray, taps an elegant fingernail against a wine glass, letting the clear note ring through the room. For one, if I might have your attention, I'll try and go Christian Bale with him. I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. Her words of wisdom guide us through our difficulties. Everyone applauds politely. As the gala continues, you take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. There's Gwendol, for instance, the young lady of Sudbury, only months older than you and due to finally inherit the control of her duchy soon. Or Adele, the youngest daughter of Duchess of Lila and a fierce sportswoman, and maker of a really obnoxious song. Yeah, who else is sick of hearing hello? Hello from the other side, I mean. She was a few years ahead of you at school, and the absolute terror of the ball fields. No Brini. She'd said her parents were leaving her stuck at school this season. Her parents are here, dancing together, the Duke of Consort clutching his Duchess positively tight. Strange there's no sign of your cousin, though. Shouldn't they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, of course, but it would be scandalous if they hadn't come, with Mura being so close by. It's nice to be able to enjoy your time with friends and family, isn't it? Yeah, if you actually have a strong enough sense magic, then you can actually find out your aunt's a lumen. And one of 3 things can happen, really. You can either kill her, or she can kill you, really. You can either kill her, you can kill her, or you can make her a member of your cabinet, or you can just leave it be. Maybe that's more than 3 things. Okay, I can't count. Forgive me, or writer. Writers can't do math. Where are we? Week 18. Okay. So it looks like we're gonna continue studying our medicine after we attend our cultivals. I'm gonna actually change back to the tuxedo because this is gonna be important for later. Okay, even though we're studying medicine, let's see, we're gonna actually study poison and battlefield medicine. Can save you from most poisons. Do we have a Bijor? The first treatment for most ingested poison is to purge the stomach by forcing the victim to eat powdered charcoal, which can absorb dangerous substances. You learn the wounds, even minor ones, should be washed as soon as possible to prevent dirt from growing under the skin. You wander downstairs to visit your father, talk about the latest events in the domain. You're moving with such enthusiasm that you don't realize your father isn't alone until it's too late to avoid him and his companion. You are too kind, Jocelyn. This is Siren, Countess of Miranda and Callisto. Age 25 and single, and really good looking. Countess Siren, not a member of your circles. She's a bit more than a decade your senior, far too old to have ever been your friend, and yet not at all old as noble women go. She has 2 minor titles, no husband, and your father's arm in her grasp? How dare she make a move on your father? What do we do here? We're gonna shame her with silent scorn. Your eyes meet and imagine your mother's disapproving presence behind you. She notices you stare, but only smiles ever so sweetly. Darling Elodie, I hope you've been well. Fine. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. She gives a little wave and exits. Once she's gone, you raise an eyebrow at your father. Don't give me that look, young lady. Oh my goodness. She's a nice woman, nothing more. I just noticed the time. She wants something more. And it's not going to happen anytime soon. You should be careful how you deal with people like Siren. You need goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far. Many dark looks were aimed at your way at the gala. As queen, you must be aware of anything around you. Isn't that what I have agents for? Yes, but you must give them direction. What is your greatest concern? We're actually going to select noble plots, I believe. Yes, noble plots. I need to know if there are what the other nobles are up to. Whether anyone is plotting behind my back, as you wish. So I just noticed the time. We're a little bit over. That's okay. I mean, shaving off time and everything, but I'm gonna take a break here. So thanks again for joining me on this next part of Long Live the Queen, this special run. I hope you guys are still enjoying this. I know I am. I know I'm making dumb jokes, but that's what I want to do. I want to have some fun with you guys. So thanks again for joining me. I'll see you in the next part.